Good evening, everyone. This is the September 12, 2018 meeting of the Auburn Conservation Commission. This meeting is being broadcast live. It's also being recorded for further viewing at the town website, which is auburnguide.com. Before we begin tonight's meeting, I am required to ask if anyone in the audience is making a recording of this meeting. There being no indication that that is the case, the first item on tonight's agenda is a 7 o'clock public hearing. Edmund Damiak Jr. request for determination for the installation of an in-ground pool at 11 Southbridge Street Court in Auburn. Is there a motion to open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second that?
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed to vote? Is anyone here for that?
Ooh,
All right.
okay. There's 7.
Strange.
Anything? Did you hear anything?
Huh?
You didn't hear anything today?
No?
Okay.
Faith Avenue is over again, right, Sheila?
Yes.
To the
Yeah, I don't
26th?
think I got any.
Postponed.
Um,
I think that's what
I thought you sent me an email.
all right, well, if I did, then yes.
Okay.
Not the next meeting, but the one after that.
Oh, is it,
I thought it was the 26th.
Yeah,
After the plan.
10/26.
Yeah, I didn't
I saw
schedule anything for
10/26 too.
October yet.
all right, so 9/26 then? Okay, very good.
9/26.
All right, and just since, we can hop around, Margaret Washburn has completed a report for Rochdale Street. In fact, this is it. I will tell you, I have read it. It is very comprehensive, and so Sheila has scanned it, and hopefully will send copies of it tomorrow. Yes?
Yes, I will.
Okay. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to make sure that Scott Morrison gets a copy of it, and I'd also like to propose having them come in to discuss the remediation that's proposed in the report. What's our agenda like for the 26th?
Who did you want to come in?
I want Scott Morrison to come in. I want
Scott,
Mr.
okay.
Goodman too, but Mr. Goodman is the property owner.
Oh, okay. Scott and Joe. Okay.
Whether Mr. Goodman wants to pay for Mr. Morrison to come is a different issue. But
Okay.
what's our agenda look like for the 26th?
Let's see, I can't figure it out. Just that 2 on South Street, 2 notice of intents for new homes.
Okay.
And I think that's it, unless any of this, and then
All right.
Masad.
So why don't we, and I'll entertain a motion, why don't we send a letter to Mr. Goodman with a copy to Scott Morrison? And I would even say enclose a copy of the report and ask them to come and see us on the 26th. Why don't we make it for 7:30?
Okay.
I'll take a motion to that effect. From anyone.
I make a motion that we send a request to Scott Morrison to come to our meeting.
To Joe Goodman.
To Joe Goodman on the 26th of September.
I'll second that. Okay, that's at 7:30. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, a vote. So Sheila, make sure the letter goes to Mr. Goodman with the CC to Scott.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Okay. Oh, the clock is gone. Not that the clock was ever correct, but, all right.
Okay, we have 6 past, 5 past.
I also got an email from Dina Durst relating to a complaint for 10 Main Lane, which is off of Old Common Road. And apparently, the property owner there, we think, has put in a dock and has removed vegetation. And so the question is whether or not, and they didn't file with us, so the question becomes whether there's an enforcement order needs to be issued. I would suggest that we go out there and take a look. It's supposed to be nice this weekend, so hopefully we can do that.
I heard that was really just a little bit of brush cutting. I don't know about a dog.
All
I
right.
didn't really get to talk. And Caleb went out there.
I'm sorry, not a dock, a deck. Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll check it out, and if
Oh, a deck, but was the deck on the water though? Or is it just,
I'm just looking at the
Yeah,
complaint
okay.
form, and it
oh, it's
says,
a deck?
Where is it
Okay.
going to come?
Somebody else called about a dock, that's why I'm,
yeah. So I think it's the same property.
Is it off
Yeah.
Old Common?
Yes, it's off of Old Common
Yeah.
Road on May Lane.
Okay.
Okay.
Take
So
a
you
look.
want to do a site visit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully we can do it this weekend, maybe sometime on Saturday. I've got
Yeah.
a commitment in the early morning, but maybe, later morning or even early afternoon if someone's available.
Really.
Okay.
So,
I can't do it. I think I could do morning.
okay, all right, we'll discuss it later.
Okay.
All right, and we still have 5 more minutes to go to the next public hearing.
How about the minutes?
Do we have
How
some
about the
minutes? We
minutes?
have some minutes to do, I think.
Yes, let's take some minutes to do the minutes.
We didn't do the 8th, we didn't do the 8th, did we?
Pardon?
We didn't do the 8th of August, did we do that one? I think so.
I think we did. I'm going to do it Adam here.
Okay.
Look.
That's signed, good, signed. The 8th too, I don't know. Look.
I don't think we did the minutes for August.
Didn't do it.
Yeah,
Really?
I have them, yeah, I have them here.
You're right.
Okay.
Okay, we'll have to get those
Good.
for the next meeting. Well, unless you want to do them, I don't. Oh, I've got my copy right here. What am I doing?
Do you want one? I have 2 copies.
Here, wait a minute. No, I've got it
Sure?
right here. I don't have it on the agenda. Oh, it's 8/8, not 8/12. That's why I messed up. Okay. Okay, 8/8 and 8/22.
Okay, on the second page, well, it's really page 2, for 11 Bridle Path. It's the third sentence. It says, "The site was visited a few days later," and you need to put in "it." It was observed.
Okay.
I was moving on this project, I went by there the other day.
And then the next sentence, it says, "The entire rear yard had been excavated, and there were concerns of the soils migrating to the adjacent properties due to excessive rain." Then you put a comma in there, and it says the work was allowed to continue. I would put a period after rain
Okay.
and just cross out that the last part of that sentence.
The work was allowed to continue. You want me to cross that off?
Yes.
Okay.
So in 498 Rochdale Street, that first line, Michael Garland stated he contact DPW director to visit the site due to the correspondence.
Yeah, so take out "it."
Okay. Thank you.
And aside from that, I have no other changes. Does anyone have any other changes?
I have one.
All right, in that case, is there a motion?
Make a motion that we accept the minutes of the August 8th Conservation Commission meeting as amended.
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote. Okay. Okay, and I see that it's 7:10. The next item on our agenda is the 7:10 public hearing, Scribner Development LLC, a notice of intent for construction replace an existing failed septic system on property located at 411 Leicester Street. Is there a motion to open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed to vote. Good evening.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You just say your name for the record, please.
Sure. Jason Dubois, DC Engineering and Survey.
Okay, Jason. How about it?
Okay, so the property 411 Leicester Street, it's an existing dwelling that's there with a failed septic system.
Okay.
So we did do soil testing out there with Bill Coyle, and we tested around the areas of the yard where the existing septic is. That's away from the existing wells in the area, and that area is pretty much the only spot on the property that we could stay at least 50 feet away from a neighbor's well and the existing well on the property. There is a brook, Chapin Brook, that runs in the rear of the property. I did show the 100-foot riparian zone, which almost comes out to Leicester Street. So this, the septic system is within the 100-foot riparian zone. However, it is in an area that's currently lawned. So there shouldn't be any trees that have to come down. The canopy of trees that we showed is probably that's the canopy of the trees. It's not the base of the trees.
Okay.
There is some riprap that we needed to, I showed riprap on like a 1-to-1 slope to keep the slope from going any closer.
Is this a built-up system?
It's built up on the lower end, like on the downhill side, because it does slope down.
Okay.
So it's, it'll be fairly level from the road, but as it gets to the backside where it slopes down to the
Sure.
brook, we have riprap there so that we could keep it tighter. Otherwise, you got to grade it out like a 3-to-1.
Okay.
So I do have a hay bale, wattles and silt fence erosion control barrier that basically wraps around the whole system, around the whole work area.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. So I looked today and I didn't see DEP hasn't issued a number yet for this.
Right. Okay.
So-
We're probably going to want to take a look anyway.
Yeah.
So the size of the new septic system will be the same size as the existing system, bigger, smaller?
I'm not sure what the old system is.
Oh.
It's in that area. It's in that same
Okay.
area, but it's older system, so there's not really any good
So
records of it.
Has anyone been digging around the backyard?
Well, we did dig around that whole area and we hit some old stuff, but
Okay.
it's hard to tell the actual extent of where.
Any
it
idea
goes.
when the original system was constructed?
Not sure. I have
Okay.
to check with Darlene on that, but
All right.
I would say the house has got to be. It's not 20 or 30 years old. It's older than that.
Do you think it's original to the house?
Could be.
Okay.
Yeah, it was it's a developer that bought it like a flip house.
Got it.
Needs to be renovated.
Okay.
Just redone
All right.
the system.
Well, as you know from, having appeared before us in the past, we like to take a look, so. Would you be available on Saturday, or would someone be available? Or we can even go there ourselves. No one's in the house now, right?
No. Yeah, no, you could just
Okay,
go there.
so why don't we do that? We'll plan on going there this weekend.
Okay.
Any objection to continuing this to our next meeting on September 26th?
Nope.
Okay. Sheila,
Alrighty.
what time?
Well, why don't we give him 7 o'clock then?
Is there,
No,
I was going to say, you haven't prepared an agenda yet for the next meeting.
well, I did put in 2 public hearing notices today, but
Okay.
I'm not really sure. I think the time was later, so why don't we schedule it for 7?
All right. And that's agreeable to you,
Yes.
Jason? Okay.
9:26 at 7.
All right, so is there a motion to continue that?
I was just gonna ask, is there silt fence up now?
No.
Okay. Any idea how long the property has been abandoned?
I'm not sure.
Okay, it hasn't been a while.
It's been, we did the soil testing in May, and it had looked like it'd been like that for a long time.
Okay.
So,
All right, that's good to
at
know.
least a year, I would say.
Okay.
Could have been longer.
All right, well, that's good to know. Okay, so is there a motion to continue?
Make a motion, we continue the public hearing
Okay, to 9:26 at 7 p.m.?
to 9:26
At
at 7
7,
p.m.
yes?
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed to vote? All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks. Actually, I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay. Thank you, Jason. have you sign a form. That's the street. Yeah, just sign it out.
I believe it is consent.
If you don't mind. Okay, thanks.
Did you read the report on that?
I started to. Oh, yeah? That might explain why it's been continued several times. All right.
Like I said, was surprised. Do I do these minutes?
I think we can. So Faith Ave is continued, right, Sheila?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't we take a crack at the meeting minutes for August 22nd?
Michelle, you were absent on this one, but I just sent them to you so you know what was going on.
I'm just catching up on what happened.
Yeah.
I was in Scotland having my boot on that day.
Yeah.
So Sheila, on page 2,
Yeah?
you have, there are two notations for 33 Sword Street.
Yep.
Okay.
And the second one talks about a certificate of compliance having never been recorded. This is the one that was issued maybe, oh, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago perhaps?
Yes, yeah.
And so it says this COC was never recorded, therefore a new one was needed to clear the deed, not issued.
It's me. Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And aside from that, I have no other corrections. You're getting good at this, Sheila.
About time. Been doing it for 10 years.
Now, take
Here.
Anyone else have any changes? Okay, in that case, is there a motion?
I make a motion that we accept the minutes of the August 22nd meeting as amended.
I'll second that.
Okay, is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstentions?
Abstain.
Okay, that's a vote.
Okay, great.
Okay, and we have almost 20 past.
Good.
We'll have to wait one more minute.
Mike, did you lose something that had to do with King's Wood?
I remember seeing this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll do it that
Okay.
time. Thanks. All right, the next item on tonight's agenda is a 7:20 public hearing. John E. Johnson, a notice of intent for the new construction of a single-family home at 707 Oxford Street South in Auburn. Is there a motion open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed to vote? Oh, you again. Can you just identify yourself, please, for the record?
Jason Dubois, DC Engineering and Survey.
All right. Proceed, sir.
All right, so this property, 707 Oxford Street South, this applicant contacted us to basically refile a plan that was already done a long time ago.
Yeah, 25 years ago.
Yeah, so the plan was done by JP Engineering. The lot was cleared, the septic system is installed, the well's installed. It's obviously grown back up at this point. We filed the notice of intent to get the ball rolling on this. He just wants to get the property back into a approved, an order of conditions so that he can market the property.
So I haven't been out there, but if I were to go out there tomorrow, what would
Yeah.
I see?
It's just all,
Wooded lot?
it's grown back up. I mean, the septic is kind of brush, hay and grass, and
So the septic was installed?
the septic's installed, and
Is it still any good?
yeah, they did a Title V inspection, because it's never been used.
Right.
So,
Wow.
they did do a Title V inspection a few years ago.
Okay.
I did talk to Darlene, and I think she's looking into it. She might want another one done, just to check it again. But,
I will tell you this, I mean, when I saw this and I saw the age of the plan, my
Yeah.
first thought was, the wetlands have to be resurveyed.
what's that? Yeah.
Wetlands have, it
Yeah.
has to be a wetland survey because,
Yeah. Well, we did have Ecotech go out,
okay,
and they rehung the flags. They seem to be within the same vicinity of where they showed them, but,
Uh-huh.
the guy's he's just trying to, he's budget friendly as he can, so,
well,
but,
keeping that in mind,
Yeah.
and knowing, I think again, because you know our practice, that we typically require as-built plans,
yeah.
wouldn't
okay.
it be in his interest to have a new plan done for the property?
I mean, if he had to do an as-built, they could just, they would just show what was built instead of having to do it now and then an as-built again, but,
I'm just saying to you,
Yeah.
again, and I'm only speaking for myself, but,
yeah,
our practice is to require an as-built plan.
Yeah.
And so, so it seems to me that another plan is going to be required. Whether you want to reserve the right to do, or the applicant wants to do that at the very end, is up to them.
yeah.
I mean, this is a stamped plan, although I wonder if Mr. Peroni is still in, although he's a registered sanitarian, so he's not a
Not an
PE, is
yeah.
he?
But I mean, for a conservation filing,
Okay.
I don't know, does it have to be a,
I don't know, that's a great
I don't
question.
think
What
it
are we doing,
does.
just certifying what's already there?
Well, I mean, the proposed, so the other question, of course, becomes that the construction of the house is within our jurisdiction.
Yep,
We don't quite know where the wetlands are, although perhaps they've migrated, perhaps they haven't. But this was originally, I mean, this is not a typical plan that's presented to the Concom. This was a plan that was submitted in connection with the septic, right?
it's,
like a septic
it's a
plan.
septic plan.
Yeah, it's a
But I mean, a lot of
septic
times we submit the septic plan with the notice of intent.
I
but-
understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
I mean, I'm just trying to think too, I mean, could we verify that the wetlands are still in the vicinity that they're shown?
well, that's
And then if that's-
a certainty.
Yeah, but I mean, if
Okay.
that's the case, I mean, then could you just require an as-built when it's done, just so we don't have to do another whole plan now, or?
I mean, that's subject to discussion,
Yeah. Yeah,
I will tell you this, though. So you said that Ecotech has gone out there?
yes.
They're
Yeah, I
gonna,
filed their report with the notice of intent. Thing. I meant to.
That's right.
Yeah, I got it right there.
That's right, yeah.
all right.
Is this notice of intent for the construction of the home? Or are we
Yeah, it was
revising an
for,
old notice of intent that was?
no, it was, the notice of intent was for the whole, construction of the house and everything. I did mention that the septic and well are already
Which
installed.
raises a really interesting question. Was the notice of intent filed back in '93?
I'm not sure.
I don't, well, I wouldn't recall it anyway. I think that's actually shortly before I started serving on the board, so, and I'm sure we don't have a filing for it. So,
Yeah, there is an old silt fence
So
that's
did
currently
the-
out there.
did the property owner at that time run out of money?
No, I think what he told me was that he bought this property as a kind of a retirement
Okay.
sell it when he retires for a supplemental
Mhm.
lump
But
of change.
haven't our laws changed too? There was like, haven't like the conservation laws changed?
Well, of course.
Isn't there like a no build within a certain,
No builder than 25
Yeah.
feet. Yeah,
Within
he's,
25 feet, and that,
he's...
we're outside of that?
Yeah, he's outside. Well, according to this plan, he is.
Right.
Looks like the house is probably 50 feet away.
I will say this, our typical practice, when applicants come before us, we are generally presented with an up-to-date plan, not a 25-year-old plan, that shows a recent wetland delineation. So the fact that Ecotech may have gone out there and say, yeah, the wetlands are, more or less in the same
Yeah.
position they were in
Yeah.
25 years ago, for me, that doesn't, it doesn't cut it really.
Okay.
I mean, again, the applicant can do what they want, but this is a 25-year-old, appears to be a septic plan. And I'm speaking only for myself, members of the Conservation Commission may disagree, but I think for a new filing, especially where there's going to be new construction, I think we can ask for a new plan showing an up-to-date,
Yeah.
up-to-date wetland
Yeah.
delineation, as Allison said, with locations of flags and that sort of thing. Because frankly, if we were to try to go out there using this plan, I don't think there's enough information to frankly to determine whether or not it's still accurate.
Yeah, okay.
All right? So I guess my next question would be, how long will it take you to get us a new plan?
I'm probably not going to do a new septic plan. I'll probably just do a conservation plan because
Right.
I'm not going to redesign it. It was already
Right,
done.
it's
so
already done.
I'll just show that dashed in as an area that the septic is.
Okay?
But still, it would. I don't think I would have it.
October?
I might have it within 2 weeks. But can we go for like the first meeting in October?
Sure. What's that date, Sheila?
Actually, could we go for the next one, and then if I have to continue it, I just continue.
10/10 is the first one in October.
Okay.
Sure,
10.
if that's
Just
what
in
you
case I
prefer.
can get it done.
All right.
And then,
And what
So what
time?
did you want to do?
just go to the next one, and then if I
All
can't
right.
get it done, I'll.
All right, you'll
I'll
let
just
me
you
know. Okay.
26th.
And what time would that be? You want to make it 7:10?
Yeah, you've got a 7 and 7:30. And you said you had a couple sets.
What was it said, what were we doing at 7:30?
We have 7:30.
Scrivener's been continued to 7 PM.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I'll,
Rochdale Street.
Yeah, yeah.
You asked for 7:30.
and se-
Well, why don't we just try to squeeze them in? 7:10?
Scribble
All right.
7.
and then, Jason, if you need more time, just let Sheila know. and
Yeah.
Continue it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so is there a motion to continue?
I make
Go ahead.
a motion that we continue the notice of intent hearing the applicant, John E. Johnson, for 707 Oxford Street, continue it to 9/26 at 7:10.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Let's vote. All right.
So you sign that paper again?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Just sign it and I'll fill it in if that's all right.
Thanks.
Just to put
Show
the
us on the
flags.
map.
Yeah, show us where, right.
And who seconded that?
I did.
Okay.
Get a second in here, Edgewise.
So, okay, so that's 7:10.
It's not a contest.
Yes.
Set.
Yeah, yeah, next.
Is there anything I need to do?
Well, just they're gonna call you out and then,
Oh, so I have January.
I go.
what one were you here for?
The very first one.
First one. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Are you Mr. Adamiak?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We called it.
Oh,
And
we
you were
did.
hitting, you were sitting here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I was sitting here, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you should have come up.
All
Oh, I
right.
didn't know that.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh,
I
I'm
hadn't been
sorry.
to a meeting before,
I'm
so I had no
glad-
idea.
All
okay.
right, so.
When
this
you were
is-
doing your yays and nays, I thought that you were just, knew
in
I
any
was
event-
here.
Have a seat.
Apologize for that.
It's okay. So this is, I'm going to recall the 7 PM public hearing for Edmund Adamiak Jr. requested determination for the installation of in-ground pole at 11 South Bridge Street, Port in Auburn. Okay, is there a motion open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, the vote. All right. Sorry,
Okay.
Stop to keep you waiting, sir.
No, that's all right. I'm glad I asked.
Yeah.
Okay.
You- What if I'm good at the end of the meeting?
Yeah. And I thought, well, am I done here or not? So,
Nope,
All right, so
never begun.
I see that you gave us a diagram showing, I guess, the approximate location of a pool.
correct.
Are there wetlands on your property?
Are there wells?
Wetlands.
On the property? No.
Okay, so why did you file with us?
Well, I was concerned because there's a brook that runs way at the back.
Okay,
And, I don't want to make sure that I'm not, having a problem.
I appreciate that. Would you mind if we come out to your property and take a look?
No, not at all.
Okay. So in order to do that, we would need to continue the public hearing for this.
All right, so I'm not anywhere near the brook, but,
We need to take a look though, sir.
okay, absolutely.
Okay. So I think since you've been sitting in, the next meeting is going to be on September 26th. Would you mind if we continue the public hearing for 2 weeks?
Not at all.
Okay. And how about, what time, Sheila?
We're probably gonna be overlapping here, but why don't we just do 7:15?
Yeah, 7:10 somewhere.
Some will be going
All right.
fast and some won't.
Yeah, 7:15 is fine.
Okay, perfect.
And is there a motion?
I move that we continue 11 Southwood Street to 9/26 at 7:15 PM.
Just sign the bottom.
Is there a second?
Second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, to vote?
It was
All right, Mr.
Michelle.
Damiak, so we'll be by sometime this weekend.
Okay, I'll do that. If you want to just write down, it's going to be 9:26 at 7:15.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay?
Thank you.
All righty.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so that just means someone's going to come down and visit the property?
That's right.
Yeah,
And it's going to be Saturday.
need to be there.
I need to be there?
Do you need to be there? Does he need to be there?
No, I mean, if you don't want...
outside, I don't
Yeah,
No.
okay.
No.
I'm
That's
working, so.
Okay. no,
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All righty, sorry for the
No,
mix-up.
no.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. I'm glad we cleared that up. The next item on the agenda is a 7:30 public hearing, SAI Group, a notice of intent for the installation of electric vehicle charging stations at the Auburn Mall. Is there a motion to open?
I so moved.
I think we showed it.
I second.
Outstanding. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed to vote. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. And you are?
I am Paul Trudell with the SAI Group.
Okay. Mr. Dell?
So our proposed project is a 8-dispenser electric vehicle charging station located at the Auburn Mall.
Okay.
And this is proposed to be installed in the Sears parking lot adjacent from the other side of Route 12.
Okay.
And the brook in question here is Dark Brook, which our equipment will be roughly 45 to 50 feet from the edge of that brook
Okay.
in the riverfront offset.
All right, so if I'm, there's the Sears, like the auto place. What relation to the auto center is the charging station proposed? I'm just trying to picture.
So it's, I'm trying to think of a bird's eye here.
It's if
There's
you
a
leave.
there's a parking garage that's there in the parking lot.
Right.
Yeah.
It's on that side. There's an existing EVgo site there as well.
On the street
Existing what?
side.
EVgo charging dispenser there.
Right. on the side.
It's right in that same parking lot.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Where the bins are, it's where the bins, there are some bins there, collection bins.
Yeah, I think there's some closed
There's
donation
some closed
bins.
epilepsy bins
It's
and...
gonna be
Because
like-
that's where that restaurant was gonna go.
No, no, it's the other end.
On the other end.
Yeah.
This plan shows the road.
What is included in that? Are there transformers or anything?
Yes, the transformer will be provided by National Grid. They're going to pull overhead power from a pole that's located on Route 12. And there'll be a new pole set.
Okay.
Here's that
In our
exit that
landscape
comes down and comes out.
On like a new
So-
transformer pad or?
Yeah, the transformer will be on a pad,
This
yeah.
is what happened out here. This is over
The
here.
building's, yeah, the building's right there.
Biodegradable
Oh, okay.
hydraulic or transformer fluid in there? Or
I believe they'll be using a containment pad
Low
for,
PCB? Yeah.
right, yeah, I believe they'll be using,
Less than 2
yeah,
And
a
the
containment
lamp
pad
is
for the
to look on
transformer.
the back. This is what you would exit out and you take the right, and then you come out, this is South Street. This is right here.
Right across the street, yeah. Where's
Sears
South
Auto
Street?
Center is over here.
What is
I'm
it?
curious, what
Auto
types of
center.
cars
I got
will
it,
this
I got it.
service?
This will service any type of electric vehicle. Teslas will
Teslas
be
and
able
Bolts?
to charge with them with an
Everything, huh?
adapter.
Okay.
I'm sure you already know there is a Tesla, existing
On the
Tesla
other
charging
side.
station
Oh,
on
yes.
the other side. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They came before us a few years
So
ago.
what would they have to bring their own adapter?
They would have to purchase an adapter and they would be able to use these stations as well.
Yeah.
It's on this side of the
You reach a wider audience.
Yeah, so these will be, any other manufacturer of electric vehicles will be able to utilize these.
Now, does everyone get that free electricity charging when you purchase a vehicle?
No, I'm not sure how exactly each manufacturer does their programs, but there will be credit card swipes on these dispensers to pay for the kilowatts. But I know that some other manufacturers, they do have, depending on when you purchase your vehicle, you are grandfathered into
Free electricity.
free charging.
Are you
but it's
moving
not
much
the
soil
town
for this?
There will be some excavating to run conduits, underground conduits, from our new power source to the transformer,
Just in each of those spots?
in turn to our switchgear and our power cabinets, and then out to each of the dispensers as well. The site will be contained with silt fence and also construction fence to prevent any
The electrical
environmental issues,
charging.
but it'll be very...
Boxes.
The later
Stations-
on.
Stations are
No,
over here.
no.
Where's the,
No,
These are the boxes, are they gonna be, the what?
Where was the?
And then as part of the work, you're gonna put in some trees.
Sorry?
Trees or shrubs?
Yes, there'll be some landscape screening around our equipment.
Also that
If you left
Request
Sears
website
and came
host.
out, you take that road that comes down and you come, and this
go
is
around
South
it.
Street.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I believe there's an Arby's over here and a
Across the street.
Starbucks across Route 12. It'll be right on that side of the mall parking lot.
Okay.
The timing you would have on getting this done, or how long it takes to do
As soon
it?
as, it's about a 5-week construction phase, or actual physical construction of the site. The energization from National Grid is depending on the schedule and their availability to come out and energize our equipment. As soon as we get a permit approval, we'll be going in front of the zoning and planning boards as well. So as soon as we obtain those approvals, we'll be set to go.
20th, they're set up for
So you're
ZBA,
hoping
and 20.
it'll be this fall?
Yeah, ideally we like to do it before the holiday, because
Yeah.
obviously the mall gets busier on the
Yeah,
holiday
sure.
and everything like that, so.
In terms of the excavation, what type of equipment will you use?
Backhoes, excavators,
Okay. And are you going to remove the material from the site, or are you going to backfill it afterwards?
it'll be a very minimal time that the excavations are open, so once we
Okay.
obtain inspections, hopefully same day or next day,
Mhm.
those will be filled right back in, and any dirt that's taken up will be contained.
I also
inside the
noted
site.
that apparently one of the light poles is going to be removed.
Correct.
It's going to just take it out entirely, or is it going to be placed somewhere else?
It'll be relocated, I believe.
Okay.
I can see if, should show it on one of these pages here.
And will
It'll be
Enstar do that, or will
relocated.
you?
Sorry?
Will Enstar do that, or will you?
We will take care of that.
Okay.
The only scope that National Grid is involved in is pulling the overhead power from the existing pole. They'll drop us a new pole
Okay.
in our landscaped area, and then we'll take it from there, and they'll do the transformer installation as well. But we'll take care on everything else.
So you hope to get started, what, in October?
Yes,
Like you
ideally,
said,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Prior to the holiday, yeah.
Will there be any disruption then in the pathway that goes to the mall from that area?
No.
Down that street? There
No,
won't be?
no. For National Grid to pull their overhead wire over, I believe they'll be applying for any type of permit that they'll need to do that. They'll be responsible for that scope. So they will have to cross over that drive aisle that goes around the mall.
Yes.
So I'm not quite sure what they'll need to apply for on their end, but they will apply for any traffic control mitigations that they'll
Okay.
need to supply. They'll take care of that.
Thank you.
Have you appeared before any other boards?
No,
Okay.
not me, no.
All right. So you will have to get a building permit though, right?
You're
Correct.
coming up, Sheila?
Yeah,
You're saying
he's
next-
gotta go to ZBA, he needs a special
Oh, you
permit.
do?
I was gonna say.
He's gotta go to planning for site plan approval plus there's a decrease in the parking because they're taking up some
Yes.
parking
Yes.
spots.
So
2 weeks.
it's kind of an involved process then.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
October may be optimistic.
Yeah, this is the first of the 3 meetings we will be attending.
Understood. Okay. Any questions?
Hopefully that's done for a busy time.
Right.
2 weeks is when they'd be planning board and zoning, would that be correct? Because they were just this week, is that?
Zoning
next
board's the
week is-
20th, and then the following
Okay.
Tuesday is planning.
Okay.
He's all
You said
scheduled
that
for all
that
of
other
them.
telephone, the other pole, sorry, not telephone
Right.
pole, the other pole is going where?
So here is Route 12 is over here.
Yeah,
This is the existing pole that's across Dark Brook.
okay.
National Grid will be dropping us a pole here on this
Okay.
side, and they'll be running overhead to this, and then we'll take the power over to the transformer.
Okay,
So the new pole will be set back here. and
so you
there'll
don't
be landscape
necessarily know how
straight out.
deep or anything that's going?
The
or-
pole itself?
Yeah.
No, I can obtain that information from National Grid if needed.
Okay.
Any other questions? Does the commission think we need to take a look? I don't either, actually. Okay, in that case,
In the area.
is there a motion to close?
Make a motion, we close the public hearing?
Okay, is there any discussion?
Second.
Is there a second?
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed to vote? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good night, Paul.
Good night.
You call me tomorrow if you have any questions.
Thank you, Sheila.
Yep, thank you.
Hi,
Yes, sir.
can I help you while you're here?
Yes. Thank you for asking the question. Yes. Good evening.
Hi.
I am Ali's brother-in-law,
Okay.
and I'm from White Tier 1.
Yes, yes,
Oh.
we've been waiting, anxiously for the updated or dated
As a
plan.
revised rail allocation plan I have in my hand.
Okay,
Yes, sir. That's what I'm
Wow.
here for.
Okay.
is there a drum roll, please?
Please.
And it does have the revision date on it, I hope.
Actually, yes, 8/23/18.
All right.
Yes, 18,
Okay.
not 17, yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, and does anyone
He
want to
couldn't
look
make
at
it
this?
today
This is
because
the
he's
same
under the weather
one that he
and,
relocated.
That's not a problem.
So what is-
that
As you
same-
know, the only thing we were waiting for was a dated plan.
This is what we have,
Is that
yes.
what we wanted?
Okay.
Yeah,
Right here.
yeah. it's on. Yeah, I saw it already,
All right,
and
so
it's
you
the
said
same one
the
that he has
You're all
given
set.
Darlene.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, thank
Have a
you.
nice evening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for waiting.
Thank
No
you.
problem, no problem.
All right.
Good night.
So that's all that we need. I wasn't sure what we
Yeah,
needed for
and
that.
actually, since it's hot off the presses, so this was, the amended plan actually moves the well further away from the wetlands, so it's kind of a win-win for us.
Yeah, I did not go
Yeah.
down.
So, but we need a motion. So is someone willing to make a motion
Motion to
9
accept
Whitetail
new
Run.
plan,
as part of the amended order of conditions?
part of the amended order.
Order of conditions.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion?
EH. So he's going to have to really, I'm going to have to issue a whole new order of conditions, just check off the amended.
And I'm sure we asked for an
plan.
as-built too.
Okay,
I'm sure we did.
yeah. Oh, yeah, but it will just be amended. You'll have to record this new order of conditions with this new plan.
Yeah, the order of conditions are going to stay the same.
Yeah,
But it's got to make specific reference to this new plan.
amended, right.
Yes, and you're right, he has to record, it's an
The new
amended
one.
order of conditions and it
Yeah.
has to be recorded.
Okay.
And so when you send it out to him, you should indicate that in the letter that it
Yeah,
does need to
oh,
be
I
recorded.
usually send a little cover letter
Oh, good, okay, perfect.
so people know.
Okay.
So here's a new order of conditions form when we
Yep,
do decide
New
to.
one.
well, yeah, because it'll
Vote on
be
it.
dated today.
Yeah.
Did we actually vote? He seconded. All in favor? Aye. To vote.
I thought we did that.
No, you think didn't.
Okay,
Yeah, well, I was just
then
coming
you
to
can't do that, you cannot usurp my authority. Okay?
oh
So
boy.
Allison
That'd be
made the
pushy.
motion
I
to
did.
accept the amended.
And it was seconded by
plan.
Carolyn?
No, it was.
No,
Seconded
Tom
by
did.
Thomas.
Tom
And you
did.
just- You know what it was, someone distracted me.
Yeah,
Maybe it was Sheila.
it
And
was
then-
me, yes.
And so, okay, is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a
Okay.
vote. Thank you, giggly girl. You're right, Richard, you really are. Okay.
Okay. All right, where am I? Okay. Weird.
Split in half first. No, the other way.
Like a map, like a map.
Goes in half.
Like a
Hold
map.
it first.
Go
Yeah.
back and flip it. Once I learned how to do
This
that.
way?
Yeah. Yep.
And then what?
And then
One
you
more
do
time.
one more time.
Huh?
Follow the scene.
Oh, and then do it this way?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
All the
okay.
same, yeah.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't know how I do it. I do it, fold it together,
I
then
do it
flap
like
it
maps,
back.
I
and then-
know, I go
Yeah.
back and forth, I do that too.
Sheila, have we heard from anyone about 515 Rochdale Street?
Nothing.
Okay, well, if you will recall, the order of conditions for this property expired in April. No request for an extension was filed. The applicant cannot avail itself of any statutory extension. And they started putting in a new septic system, which was well under construction and well on its way. When I went out there in June, I think it was, and there was, for a time, there were emails indicating that the applicant was going to file with us, but they have not filed with us. Was an attempt made to get in touch with them?
Let me just see who that was. I think I sent an
You did,
email
and I-
to two of the engineer people.
Right. Did you ever hear anything back?
Nothing.
Then, okay. I think at this point, and I don't know what the status is of the property, but I think, they've been instructed and given ample opportunity to file a notice of intent with us.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they're not going to get anything from the Board of Health unless they have, so.
well, that's right.
Yeah.
515.
So, I think my sense is that, we said that we would issue an enforcement order if they didn't file a notice of intent. They haven't filed a notice of intent. So is there a
If they're
motion?
not going to do anything.
What do you mean? It's open. The work was well under construction. I have it on my phone.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Then
I'm
we-
sure they've stopped work.
We need to make a motion to
Issue
issue
an
an enforcement order.
All right. Well, it won't hurt to issue one.
Absolutely.
Is that your motion? Because I'll second it for you.
I'll make a motion that we issue an enforcement order for 515 Rochdale Street.
Okay, and now it needs some details?
Details.
Okay.
They need to file an NOI.
I know, and I know why. The
And
question is,
NOI.
they're not going to have enough time to do it by the 26th, so how about October 10th? Does that sound fair?
By 10:10.
10:10.
Okay.
Okay, and that they are to cease and desist from any work,
Yeah.
which it sounds like may be the case anyway.
Yeah.
What happened? Did they run out of money?
I don't know what happened.
What is that? Was that the,
I'm gonna call the engineer and ask.
All right.
'Cause I'm curious.
I'm not going to be here for the October 10th.
Yeah,
I
we've
know.
heard.
I thought so.
Carolyn tried to soften the blow.
I did.
How did you know that?
Because you said it last time, and I am going to the
Okay,
beach for
so-
2 days, and I'm
So
going to
where are you off to now, Michelle?
I will be in Italy then.
I said, Michelle, is not going to be here, I
bonjour.
don't think, so will you be here? Sure.
I hate
You know what? I have
So
to
they
do
have
this for my job.
That's right. That's no policies needed. No need. Work
I
related.
gotta get a new job.
I do.
Where in Italy?
I love this. She's going to
We
do it
start
for
in Venice, go to Florence, and then into
Oh,
Rome.
so tough.
Do you really sell a lot of these trips?
I do, actually.
Yeah,
Yes.
She
really.
sells them so she can go on these
Yes,
trips.
I really do.
She needs to go.
She has to escort.
I
Yeah.
believe I'll be here.
You'll be here. Okay, then
I
it'll be
hope so.
3 of you, so you'll be all
Yeah,
set.
because
If I
Carolyn
find out I
can't
won't
be
be
here.
here sooner than,
Let us know, and then we won't have a meeting.
Right.
All right, so,
Right. Okay.
we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion?
We have a second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed to vote.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. I'll get
another
that
meeting
done.
between now and then.
correct.
Okay.
After the meeting,
34
I'm
West
leaving the next day.
I don't know what's happening with that.
I would prefer not to take that up.
All right, so.
The Margaret Washburn plan, we should be reading.
So,
what's sent.
Sheila,
we need to
you'll
read
send a
that.
copy of Margaret's report to everyone tomorrow?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
We'll discuss it maybe next.
And then, well, in fact, we want them to
Maybe we
appear
could
at the
get
next
mostly
meeting, right,
done.
Sheila?
Yeah, 9:26
Oh,
at
okay, that's right, we got
7:30.
that down.
We talked about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Now, when we signed the,
Oh, wait,
34
for
minutes
SAI
before.
group, we have
Yeah.
to
what
issue...
do we sign?
It's 34 Mill Street.
34 Mill Street
So
is,
that, yes. we need-
Yeah, that guy.
yeah.
Yes.
That's,
I-
what,
The
what
one you
happened?
didn't like. You didn't like that.
No, what happened with that guy?
was,
I don't know.
was anything
I
ever
just asked
sent
that 2 minutes
to,
ago.
Did they,
Was a
did he respond to the letter that we sent to
was a
him?
letter sent to Caleb?
I think a letter was sent to, or you brought up to Darlene, or something happened with Darlene because we recommended that it's a Board of Health, it might have been a Board of Health
Board of
issue is
Health
what you
code,
had said.
Yeah.
Did anything happen with that?
No.
I
No,
don't
no.
think so.
No?
No.
Okay.
Can you use other words?
No.
We were going to write him a letter saying that he needed to at least move the wood pile out of
Yeah, okay.
the water, out of the,
Right, away from it, yeah.
away from the,
I'm gonna have to check and
That's
see if I
right.
did that.
And then I thought that
I
Darlene
remember,
was
I
being
try
notified.
to keep copies of
and
things that
Darlene
I
was
sent
supposed to
here.
also check
But-
on.
But she may have also,
She was going to check on.
okay, so actually, this was our meeting minutes. Boy, it's handy to have these here.
Thank you.
So on August 8th, Michelle, motion to send a letter to Mr. Robidoux requesting the wood debris be removed from the wetland area,
Yeah.
which was seconded by Tom, and we all voted in favor. So, Sheila?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
She's whipping out cards to everyone.
Here you go, Mike.
Thank you. Could you? I don't know what this is.
Conditions, right?
Okay, yeah.
Wait till-
That's
Yeah, all right.
MACC.
This is a
great.
wait, okay, there's no
Right.
one, Mike.
So, could you just make sure that the letter went out, and if it didn't, can you make
Yeah.
sure it goes out?
All right.
Thank you.
That is. What happened?
And this is the order conditions for what?
You would just say
That
was
one
the
is
others
for
you've got-
Southbridge Street.
Yeah.
The other one was for the amended order of conditions for 9 Whitetail.
But we haven't issued the order of conditions yet.
Okay.
You can, I mean,
I had it here. I had it here. and he
I
took it.
said, what is this for?
I
I wasn't
understand,
sure.
I understand you're anxious to leave.
Now I'm
Okay.
really not.
We're proactive around here.
We just buzzed into Mike.
Okay,
Tom,
so
what's it
before
for?
we
We live
sign
here.
the order conditions, why don't we decide what's going to be in the
All
order
right.
conditions?
All right, let's
Okay?
go.
Yes.
So who wants to take a shot at it?
Hi.
Tom?
All right.
Who wants to take on that, Tom? Tom. Pull it out. There we go.
This is for SAI, this is the charging
This is
station
the
at the
charging.
mall.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty easy.
You got it somewhere.
Somewhere in here.
Somewhere.
Yeah, you do.
I have an extra copy.
Here we go.
He needs a lot of time. I have one sitting in the back. He's got it. So set.
Okay, so standard order plus?
Standard order plus.
Where are we? Okay.
1, 2,
Yep.
3,
Mm-hmm.
5,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
8,
Yep.
9,
Yep.
11.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
And that should be it.
That should be it.
Okay.
Okay.
So they give letters telling me these things.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Are you going to
Yes.
reference the plan at all? Do you should do that? I guess it's all referenced on the order
SAE
anyway.
group, order of intent,
Yes.
the order conditions being as they are.
Okay, so is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, is there any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, to vote. Right, now we can sign.
Okay, now it can be signed.
Now we can sign it. Let me sign it again, Tom.
I wasn't even paying attention. I just got it out so we
Okay,
could
so-
get it.
Wasn't sure what it was for.
Okay. And what else we have here?
I think that's it.
All right, so 10 Main Lane.
Wall Street Service.
So I will circulate an email tomorrow,
Make, okay.
trying to get a sense of when we can go out to make these site visits. I understand
Alright.
Saturday's supposed to be nice, not too hot, so. Okay?
I'm good.
Early?
All right.
I can go early.
Yeah, I have to,
I
a
have
commitment
a-
in the morning.
You said no, not in the morning?
Oh, I have a commitment early in the morning.
Oh, okay, early.
Like how
So,
early? Like
Like-
7?
Yeah.
Late morning.
Do you want to do like 9?
Commitment to be sleep
I'm bringing
time?
my wife's car in to be serviced.
10.
Okay.
So I'm thinking 10, 10:30.
That'd be better.
I can just
I
get,
can do that. I mean, can you do that or how?
It's cutting it
how
close
early
for
do you-
me.
Why don't you drop
What
it
do
off
you-
the night before and you
Okay,
can
so
sleep
what
late?
time are you thinking?
sorry,
Nice try. You
Drop the car off the night before the
I don't think I
meeting.
can do that.
No, I always do that.
Saturday's tough though,
I
no matter
don't
what.
have the same friends that you do, apparently.
Oh,
All right,
My son does this all
I
the
think
time.
I'm good, you guys.
okay.
we'll figure it out.
There's nothing I really need to see.
So you'll send an email.
Come on.
All right,
Part
after
of this
this,
whole thing is the fun of
It's-
going.
It's,
understand.
Allison, it's team building.
I understand.
Okay.
I have commitments on Saturday.
Understood. All right, is there anything else?
No,
I'm
you
interested
said you'll
in
send
this
an email,
list
is that
eventually
correct?
too.
Yeah.
On the three, I have
Yeah.
three written down that we discussed.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay,
so
so,
it's
I wanna
four.
visit
So
all
I'll
these.
send you the list of all the,
Let's have a day where we go
we have
visit all
three
these.
that I
Right.
talked
right,
about.
sure, fine.
Let's pencil that in.
I'll make a route.
I'm doing
I'll make
a
a
walk.
route.
Okay, you do that.
I was
Last year was
very
great.
impressed by the Auburn GIS system online, and that's why I was asking about the computer and stuff for
Mhm.
having during the meetings, because there's actually more information than most towns provide,
I'm sure that's true.
including soils and wetland layers. But it would be interesting to sort of use
It would be nice if
research.
someone could actually show us how to
Look at
use it.
aerials here and there.
Sure.
So that's my plan.
You guys know if
Ooh,
there's
you
one
know
for
what?
Worcester that I could look one up on? Just because, like, this is just,
Look one up what?
you know, remember when we did the, that course where you could look up if there was past
So-
dump sites online?
On the
at Holy
GIS,
Cross?
on the mapping?
Yeah.
Worcester has all that capability.
Do you remember what that website was?
It's on the, you can
Was-
look on the DEP website, but Mass GIS.
Okay.
You know what we haven't done?
What's that?
Reorganized.
I understand that, but that has to be
Put
put
that-
on the agenda.
Okay,
This is the problem, we need all of us to be here.
okay.
So like today would have been perfect, but
It wasn't thought of. Okay.
Catch and catch-
I will
catch
put it
can.
on the
See if we
agenda.
can do it next.
So we're gonna, 9:26, everyone's gonna be here,
I'm
right?
gonna be here.
Okay.
I am.
all right, so
All right,
let's
I'll try that.
let's reorganize then. Okay, hopefully.
Okay.
All right, so if there's no other business, is there a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second that.
Any discussion?
Oh, I can't believe
Well
it.
done, Michelle. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed to vote. All right, thank you, everyone.
Hey.